Hybrid cloud environments. A hybrid cloud is part public cloud and part private cloud. And this can be done in a couple of different ways depending on how your applications are built. So I'm going to talk about two scenarios that I think are very good cases for the hybrid cloud model. If you're building an application that is going to run on your local network primarily, but is going to have a fair amount of remote access because you've got users working remotely or you want to put some of that into the public space, chances are that you want to take data that you want to keep secure, backed up, and at your premise private. But you want those pages to serve quickly when they're accessed over the internet. In this scenario, you would consider putting all of the static assets, the CSS, the images, those kinds of things, onto a content delivery network, or at least onto something like Amazon's storage solution that's going to give you acceleration for the delivery of those static assets. This is going to take the bandwidth off of the servers that are at your private location and off the bandwidth usage of that private location so that you're not consuming the internet that your internal staff are using in order to access that database. And you're going to offload all of those images out to the cloud so that you're going to have static assets served via the public cloud and the data served via your private cloud locally hosted. You may also do the reverse in order to make your backup scenarios much simpler. Several companies are offering online cloud-based SQL hosting. These are great solutions if you don't want to have an IT guy manage your SQL servers, your backups, and your replication. By putting your SQL services out in the cloud, it makes it easier to take snapshots, scale for the dynamic load, and not have to purchase the servers to run many of the applications that you may wish to install. So in that case, you may do a private cloud for your users, storage information for their local stuff, where they're going to store their documents, how they're going to back up their personal files, and just manage your mail and those kinds of things, but use the public cloud for your SQL storage in order to make sure that it's backed up, that you have the ability to take snapshots when you need it, and that you have that redundancy so that you've got failover and never have to worry about hardware failing. For these reasons, hybrid clouds can make a lot of sense in even small organizations, or possibly especially in small organizations. But there's definitely a place for hybrid clouds that mix the private and public cloud mentalities in order to find a solution that fits what the organization's needs are.